It's fascinating and honestly a bit terrifying to see how the world is splitting in two. On one side, you have the skeptics, people who still think artificial intelligence is just a toy, a magic bubble, or a complete illusion. Hundreds of thousands of people are wasting their energy rejecting what is essentially the new internet. But on the other side, you have the world's leading superpower, which effectively wants to reinforce the most powerful military force in history with AI. Believe me when I tell you, they are not skeptics and they aren't laughing. They are so desperate to get their hands on the latest AI breakthroughs that they are breathing down the necks of the world's leading laboratories. The US government isn't just threatening Anthropic, it's a sentence. They realize that in the coming years, the country with the best AI won't just win the market, it will win the world. Let's look at the facts. Anthropic was founded by people worried about the risks of uncontrolled AI. They built Claude with something called constitutional AI, a set of internal rules to prevent the model from being used for violence or autonomous weapons. But the Pentagon doesn't care about their constitution. They want Claude's brain, possibly the most sophisticated reasoning engine in existence today, and they want it without the ethics handbrake. If Anthropic doesn't comply, the government is ready to label them a risk to the supply chain. That is a death sentence for a private company. It means being blacklisted, representing a $380 billion threat to their valuation. Many wonder, why doesn't the government just build its own AI? They have trillions of dollars and agencies like the NSA or the CIA. The answer is simple. Money can't buy talent overnight. The brightest minds in AI aren't interested in sitting at a government desk buried under heavy bureaucracy. They are at Anthropic, Google, and OpenAI. We're seeing a historic reversal. Usually, the military develops the tech, like the internet or GPS, and hands it to civilians. Now, civilians have God mode, and the military is trying to hijack it. The Pentagon knows that building a Pentagon GPT from scratch would take years, and in the AI world, 1 year is an eternity. This isn't just about companies versus governments, it's about Washington versus Beijing. The Department of Defense knows that if a Chinese lab develops a model as smart as Claude, the Communist Party won't be debating safety filters. They will immediately integrate it into their drone swarms and cyber warfare divisions. The US military's nightmare is a scenario where a commander uses an AI that says, "No, I'm sorry, I can't assist with this lethal operation because it goes against my constitutional AI." That's why they want Claude's reasoning power to optimize the battlefield, and they're willing to crush Anthropic's corporate soul to get it. This leads us to the biggest mistake the average person makes: waiting for perfection. If these models still hallucinate or make mistakes, focusing only on those errors is like looking at the Wright brothers plane in 1903 and saying, "It only stayed up for 12 seconds. It'll never replace a horse." AI is not a static product, it's an exponential curve. It evolves faster than any technology in history. By the time it reaches the threshold of perfection, it will already be integrated into every layer of our economy, our laws, and our wars. You don't learn to drive only after the self-driving car is perfect. You learn the terrain before the map changes completely. Even Anthropic, no matter how much they resist, knows what's coming. The regulatory environment has shifted from how do we make this safe to how do we make this win. When the company founded on the idea of ethics starts softening their stance under pressure, you know the era of kind AI is over. We are entering the era of power AI. The conflict between the Pentagon and Anthropic proves this isn't a trick. It's the new electricity, the new nuclear power. To those who still reject this technology, stop wasting your energy. Whether you like it or not, the world is being rebuilt. You can be one of the architects who understands these tools, or you can be one of those who wake up in a world they no longer recognize. Perfection is not the goal. Its utility is already here. The Pentagon knows it, China knows it, and Anthropic knows it. The only question now is, how much will you know? I'm Cyber, and this is Dell Home Studios. I'll see you in the next video.